I saw how difficult it was for them, but I don't think that really influenced me, like, being scared of trying.
So you make your directorial debut. Did you know you wanted to do short before or would you like to do feature, or sort of?
For sure, yeah. Features are, what I'm striving to do, but I never shot anything on film before. I wanted to practice, and this story I've been in love with for so many years. It's about a mother and a daughter, and I just thought I would make a really, nice, concise short. It has like a beginning, a middle, and end, and it's a sweet little tale, and it's very cinematic, and I just want to kind of practice for a very expensive trial run. And I hope to keep shooting shorts, a few more, and then move on to features.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about Kitty, since they probably haven't seen it yet?
Kitty's about a little girl who transforms into a cat. She starts kind of, I think she's 7, but I like her to play younger. And I remember being that age and standing in the mirror and like my ego and vanity kind of creeping in and recognizing myself in the mirror and having this whole like awakening as to who I was. And Kitty kind of, her name is Kitty, so obviously she always thinks about whether or not she should be a cat. And she is often telling her mom, oh, look at me, I'm like this, and her mom's kind of ignoring something in her. And so I think it's also about a mother not recognizing something in her child. Then she turns into a cat and all hell breaks loose. No, it doesn't really, but she reunites with her mom, and it's very sweet. It's a sweet, tender tale.
Was the cat? How many cats were you working with?
We worked with 5 cats. It was really hard to tell. Like half the movies, and you're playing off a cat, and you're trying to tell this really emotional tale off a cat's face. And it proved more difficult than I imagined. But our cats were great, and they were really good performers and very expressive, weirdly for cats. And yeah, so I hope it works. Do you think it worked? Did you feel emotionally?
I didn't know that there were 5 cats, so yes, I felt very emotionally connected to the cat.
Good. And did you feel like a sense of the little girl maybe in the cat?
I did feel a very strong sense of the little girl in the cat. So they were misbehaving how?
No, the cats didn't misbehave. No, nobody misbehaved.
Okay.
No, I had a really strict set. I wanted to just create a really tender environment for this tender little story, and I had an amazing cinematographer, Seamus McGarvey, who I've worked with before, and we just kept everything very calm. All the department heads were very gentle people, and we just wanted to create this real gentle environment because we had a first-time actress who was only 7 and 5 cats, so they're very skittish. So.
You spoke earlier about being in 1999's Boys Don't Cry. Thinking about the conversation we're now having about the transgender movement and transgender rights, that movie was so ahead of its time. What are some of your memories of being cast in that and starring in that movie for Kimberly Pierce? And it was also Hilary Swank's really big first breakout role.
Yes. Well, I had read the story, I think it was in Rolling Stone or New Yorker, about Tina Brand. I was very aware of the story already before I even received the script. And I'd worked with Christina Vachon and Killer Films before, and I respected all of their choices and what they were doing, and they really believed in Kimberly. And I went in and I actually auditioned for Tina Brand's part, and she's like, oh man, not so much. You seem like you never wanted to be a boy. I'm like, I like being a girl. So she's like, will you come back and audition for Atlanta? So I did, and got the part, luckily. And I just remember, it's probably my favorite experience shooting anything. It's just so rare to do something that hits the zeitgeist and changes people's perceptions, and it's such an honor to be involved in something like that, something so much bigger, and it's so also moving and entertaining and educational, and just hits all the things that you really would like to do with your art, and just something so much bigger than everyone. And it was really painful too. I did so much research and read all the court transcripts and watched all the videos and then poured over photos and just tried to immerse myself in their world, and then thinking about them like Lana and a lot of the other peripheral characters just still out there, and here we were at the Oscars draped. That was a really hard thing for me to comprehend and take in, even though I was so honored to be nominated and all that. in the gowns and the jewels, and thinking Atlanta like still in the trailer park. It was a little hard for me to handle.
It was hard because of the dichotomy between her life and what you were getting
Yes,
from
and
playing her.
Yeah, playing her life, and then, you know, what I was reaping because of it or something. Yes, playing someone real is, you know, that's still living is challenging.
But we also, in 1999, there were no, if you think about it, there really weren't any portraits of, positive portraits of transgender characters in media. It was a different time. Ellen DeGeneres had just come out of the closet. There weren't even that many gay characters. So that movie, it's hard to think, you know, how much times have changed, but that movie's part of the reason why the transgender conversation began, I think.
I'd like to hope so.